Hello guys, welcome. It's day 13 review day. We did day 13 yesterday, Road to 2000, and we had two games in fact, so I started a new thing. So if we're going to have a loss on the day, then we'll do one more game to see if we can get a win, and that's what happened. So with the first game I got completely destroyed, and with the second game, higher rated opponent, and I did better, which is quite unusual, but you know, that's just the way chess is sometimes. So they kicked off with e4, went with the usual Scandinavian, just going through the book moves, and we had queen takes d5, and the knights come out to attack the queen. We don't go a5, we're just going straight back, and then we've got knight f3, and then straight in with bishop g4. They've gone d4, simply developing. Bishop takes f3, get that out the way. Queens come, so we need to protect because we don't want this here. So we played c6, and then we've got bishop e3, simply developing. So by the looks of things, they want a castle queenside and have the rook here, but we continue with knight f6 here, developing ourselves, and we've got bishop c4 attacking the f7 square. We've blunted the bishop with e6, and then we've had someone castle. What else did they have? They had castle long as well, but they decided to castle short. That's fine. We carried on with knight bd7, rook a to d1, so they want control of the file here. Yeah, we saw the pin, didn't we? But we didn't play that just yet. We waited for them to move the rook, so we played bishop e7, developing, progressing the pieces, ready for maneuverability. Like, for example, have the knight here, take back with the pawn, stuff like that. Now we played bishop g4. Now we've castled, haven't we? That's right. They had rook c8 here, did we? So we've castled. Bishop back to c1. a3. h3, sorry. Then we've brought the knight into attack. They've taken with the bishop. E takes d5, makes it all square. I mean, you could have c takes d5, and then you've got these lines open here, haven't you? Knight ready to come in. So with all that said and done, let me just go back. We took back with e. Queens come to g4 simply because they want to play this on their next move. Threaten the mate, threaten the pressure here. The knight would obviously come here and then come here. So it's guarding g7 there. So with that plan, queens come back to f3. We were attacking the queen as well, sorry. Oh, we had bishop d6, did we? Fair enough. So queen back to g3, should I say, not f3. So knight's gone in, attacking the queen. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop h6. So simply bishop f6 to protect. We could have played g6, but let's see what happens. They take f8. Bishop takes f8. Rook takes e4. Why was it advising that then? Why does Stockfish advise g6 as a move just to simply lose? It doesn't seem plausible. Right, rook takes, bishop to f6, rook takes e4. Then we decided that offering The exchange of the rooks there, so we had control of the e file with the queen after it's taken. Fantastic. White is plus 1.6 here. They've simply developed there to protect the d pawn. That's fine. We've got in okay to e2 there, homing on the rook, and then we've got a check here. So rook's attacking the queen now. The bishop, I only saw this last minute. I didn't see the bishop, forgot the bishop was there. So lucky for me, we had the check. That's fine. King has nowhere to go apart from h2. Now, what was the reason for c5? There was a reason. So if they took, was I just simply going to get my rook here and then had the bishop here? I'm not sure. To clear this, maybe. What happens if they take? Bishop e5. Oh yes, sorry, that was the reason. Then we would have won the queen, wouldn't we? Well, bishop f4. Queen takes d2. Yeah, that was the reason. So that was the proposed reason. So bishop came back to defend. C takes d4, c takes d4, rook e8, because we had the plan of coming here. And what was a better move? Rook e8. Was it indeed? Queen f3. Bishop e7 maybe. No, I was happy with rook c8, to be fair, because we've got the c file. And there's more initiative with that, so to speak. So yeah, there was a big mistake there from white. They played the carnage move of f3, and that's just opened the door for black to clear up. So we've grabbed a piece for free. Merci beaucoup. Queen, sorry, rook's moved away from the queen, so we basically capitalised on that, and we're homing down on getting the d4 pawn. We've got 3 attackers on it. Why didn't we do that? Oh no, we had to be careful of the mate, because the queen would come back here eventually, so we had to be careful of that. So we couldn't quite take that pawn yet. So I think I said a escape square here for the king. Queen's coming to attack, but the only danger is the pawn being taken here, because we have protection from the bishop there. And we've come back to offer an exchange. Queen doesn't want it, so they've gone to a5, and we now have, oh, we had check first. We could have taken, could we? Hold on. Could have taken. But I felt the check was more of a tempo move. Check all checks, they say. So at our level anyway, I mean, top players and that will probably justify that you don't have to check all checks, but it's a good tip to have. Still wanted the exchange, didn't I? But I felt that was necessary, because the queen can still be awkward even though I've got a piece. Don't know what tricks they've got up their sleeve. So yeah, still doesn't want the exchange. Then we could get that pawn. That was fine. Queen's come down to check. We escape, and then that was the key move there. Excellent. So the queen is forced to take, otherwise they're losing their queen. And it was simply some textbook endgame theory here. So the process now is the king in the centre. The king's got to come and defend here really, and just watching how we go. We creep up to the centre, and because we've got the bishop, we can always win on opposition. We can, if the king has opposition, the white king, and we needed to move, we have the piece to make that extra move and give the opposition back to black. So it was just simply developing the pawns up the board. And I knew that this was solid against 3 pawns. All I had to do was just wait for the right time, get the king across, or this way, king can't defend both sets of pawns. So here we had to bring the bishop back and then have the opposition, because we've checked the king, and now we're just homing in, clearing up, mopping up the pawns, and now we've got the space advantage. Look at this. So we get in onto the 5th rank, going across to the h-file, keeping the bishop on the diagonals for the pawns so the king can't get to them. And then it was a case of simple textbook theory and promote for a queen. Now I had to be careful of a stalemate here, so I just wanted to get the bishop out of the way. He was mating 4 here, was it? Queen e3 check, bishop g2, queen e2 check. Oh right, I missed all this. And then queen f1 checkmate. Right, I missed that. But I was more time was on our side, but at the end of the day, I didn't want to stalemate after winning against the higher rated opponents. So I was just doing everything I could, doing it in my own simple way. Keep it simple, keep the bishop out of the way, develop the king across. Still a mate in 3, was it? Mate in 2, queen h3 check. Oh, bishop a7 checkmate. Oh, okay. Queen e2, bishop 2. Check. Mate in 2 here still. Queen h3. King g1. Bishop a7. Mate as well. Missed that. Okay, so we took the pawn. Mate in 2 still. King g1, king g2. Queen h2 check. And it's a mate in 1 now. Queen e2 mate, which I missed. Okay, we checked. This is when I said, oh right, I'll keep it old school and just do the old king and queen routine. I never make it simple, do I? So there was mates in 3, mates in 4, mates in 2 there that I missed, but there you go. Okay, that was day 13 review of game 2 out of the 2 games on day 13. We reviewed the first game on yesterday's video. Today's video was the second game, which we won. We lost the first game, we got annihilated, but there you go, it happens. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, share YouTube channel Rooks and Hooks, and we'll be on day 14 later on today. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Come on down.